Hobo, 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 hobo. Clown, clown, clown. Hobo, hobo, hobo. Ho, 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 hobo.
Beware, I live. Beware, beware, I hunger. Beware, beware,
Hobo. Clown. Hobo, hobo, clown. Hobo, hobo, clown. Hobo. Clown. Hobo. Clown. Hobo. Clown, clown, clown. Hobo, hobo, hobo.
Boom! Squidge. No, this is gonna be a little interesting. This gonna be a little interesting. Hold on, let me get some music. Let me get some tunes. I am somewhere else on a completely different thing. So it's not like I've abandoned the old thing. It's just that I was trying to get it so that should I need to do something like this while on the moon, or some such place. Hold on, I'm gonna press this button and see if that works. All right, that's the pretzel. So I'm playing, everything's gonna be somewhat lesser. So try to enjoy that. Try to, because I think people get used to nice things. This is gonna be less nice. So we're listening to royalty-free music, not the good stuff. It's the kind of stuff that you probably deserve. I am running this entirely, all this hardware, that thing, 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 this thing, that thing down there, all of it is running on a Nokia N-Gage. And if you don't know what that is, then I don't care to talk. I don't care what you think. Because you need to understand what an accomplishment that is. This is the very first Twitch stream from a Nokia N-Gage. Do you hear music? Bloops and stuff. I don't. Oh, okay. Okay, look at that. Look at the chat's all squished over there. Look at the chat. It's all squished. Okay. I see what's going on there. Let me just. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Things. You see a problem, you fix it. Although, how come it's getting cut off like that? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It should be going all the way to the top. All the way to the top. Let's find out what's going on there. Oh, see, I'm already not interested. This is not very interesting. Wait a minute. What am I even... That's not fixing anything. That's not fixing a goddamn... Oh, but it is. Very strange. Why is it being cut off? And I'm not asking you. Why is it being cut off? I'm wearing this shirt today in honor of the latest episode. I'm just fucking kidding. I don't care. Episode 4 of Alien Earth is on. I'll watch it at some point. I have... You know what? I still haven't quite gotten... I haven't quite gotten to that place where I've just let go of all of my joy and hope. And I think I'll enjoy the show much better, much more when that finally happens. So I'll do it eventually. I like this shirt more than I like the show. Hold on, where's the activity feed? See, I'm in a weird place. This is all that thing. This, that, I don't even know what that's doing. I'm also not on OBS. I'm not on OBS. Everything, this is all very, has anyone tried doing, oh, no. I don't think, okay, I don't think bloops and all that sort of shit, I don't think those are set up on this screen, so don't try. You'll just be wasting all of your hard-earned bleeps and bloops. Don't do it. That's not set up. I think it might be set up on the next screen, though. I'm not sure. Moosey has squidged. Thank you for squidging. Snapetsky art here. I mean, it's not really going to be art. I mean, everything can be art. So, you know, that's my justification. This is going to be very short. I got to go. I got to go do more things. Possibly stuffs. Worst Penguin 1913. Is that the year you won the Worst Penguin contest? See, my activity feed's way over there. I have to like turn my head like over there. A cult cake. They have gifted a sub. I guess that makes them a giving kind of person. Dual wielding screens. I mean, who isn't dual wielding screens today? I drove to pick up some things today, all the way across the planet, and I don't think I saw a single person driving any of the cars next to me. I don't think anyone wasn't on their phone. Okay, something is wrong with pretzel rocks. I click on the thing that says I don't want to hear any human voices. I don't want to hear anyone who thinks they're cool. I don't want to hear anyone going like you're hearing right now. But I hear a person, and I don't want to hear a person. Shut the hell up. It's broken. It's been broken for weeks. I'm not a big fan of using pretzel rocks but it keeps you from being thrown out of the club, I guess, for copyright infringement. Maybe his voice isn't human. No, he's human. I know a human voice when I hear one. So yeah, I'm getting ready to go to Dragon Con. I don't want to go. I don't want to be in Atlanta. It'll be cool to see people. I don't want to be in that weather. I don't want to do it because the witches that I met upon my travels on the side of the road, they not my travels on the side of the road. I was traveling, and upon these travels, I happened upon these 3 witches, and they said that the only way that I can die is in humidity, but like real bad humidity. And I was like, well, what does real bad mean? But witches, especially the 3 witches, they speak in riddles, and it's not really much of a riddle, like being vague. But I really couldn't pin it down, like what percentage, like what is the humidity level? And they're like, ooh, they're all like cute. And they're like, I don't know. And I'm like, okay, thanks for nothing, I guess. But like, that's my memory of Atlanta. It's like being in the sea. It's like Little Mermaid simulator. Although Little Mermaid, she's like not exclusively a water lady, is she? Yeah, she's surf and turf. The Little Mermaid is. So that was a bad example. I do like this setup. The quality of the camera effect, I think, is much nicer, I think. See that water bee? You see that water bee? You see that water bee? That's JhnenVEE water bee. Now I need to set up a camera where I need to set up just a panel that is filled with liquid. Because I like that. I really like that. Damn, this would have been the year to go. Doesn't sound hot. Doesn't sound hot? Wait, are you saying it's not going to be hot there? Don't lie to me. Not hot for Dragon, maybe. None of that. Again, what are you, the witches? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. What do we mean? I don't know. What do you mean? You should check out the Eternal Drum Circle, though. That sounds a little uncomfortable. I love drums. I love circles. Drum circle sounds like, when you're like smiling, but it hurts, and you're just like, how soon is too soon to leave? Reanimator. Thank you for 22 months of Reanimator. It won't be as hot as it has been lately, but it will be humid. Well, I don't care. I like hot, whatever. I can take hot. I can take da hot. I don't love da hot, but I'll take da hot. I'd prefer cool. I'll even take cold. I like me some cold. Freezing? It's interesting. It is, the elements and whatnot, but do you hear this? I don't want to hear that. It's cheesy. I don't want to hear, because they're always like, spooky dookies. Ooh. It's like, it's never something where I'm like, those are lyrics I want to hear. Shut up. I don't want to hear people. I don't want to hear people. I don't even want to hear me. I think it's fucking horrible that you're willingly listening to this.
Listen to this voice.
Every song is like from the Triple X the movie. Hold on. So Triple X, are you talking about that like Ice Cube movie? But was there a TV show or a comic, or was there like you're saying you're calling it Triple X the movie as opposed to Triple X? It was called Triple X the movie? No, it wasn't. There was a Triple X, and then there was like a Triple X duh. I don't know why that's duh, but this is, but that one had like Ice Cube. It had an ice in it, or a cube, I don't know. That was the subtitle. Bullshit. I'm looking it up. How would you even search for that? Would it be little x, big X? Does that specify it? Why is it? Oh, God. I'm kind of afraid to do that search. I'm not going to do that search. It was, in fact, JhnenVEE first. I don't care that it was JhnenVEE first. There's Ice Cube. There's Ice Cube in it, too. He was Triple X the second. Like, it doesn't matter that he was second. He's Triple X. I don't like this stuff. This is making me sad. I like that part though. It got feisty. This isn't gonna do. This just isn't gonna do. This shall not do. How do you? I haven't really. It's all the same stuff, right? In Pretzel Rocks, they've got their like chip tunes. They've got their tuna chips. Stations. Any new stations? I want, kind of mellow. Dude, listen to this shit. Why does the button not work? Why does the don't make human sounds button not work? You know when you play like a rhythm game and there's always like those tracks, you're like, I like rhythm games, but I don't really like this music. And I'm not talking shit about the music, whatever. Like if you like it, that's fine. It's just, I don't want to hear their voices. I don't even want to hear my voice. I'm still waiting for like tech support to tell me what the fuck is, how do I make it so I don't hear my own voice? Okay, Okay, I turned it off and back on again. Let's see if it works. I fucking hate you. I hate you. I hate you, Pickle Rocks. Is this just like a... What is this station? It's not doing it for me. This sounds kind of like PS1. Maybe it's like a racing game. Maybe it's like a futuristic racing game, you know? This brings back some memories. Okay, here's the options. Surprise me. No. Liked. Afro beats. Alternative. Blues. Calming cinematics. Chill EDM. Chill guitars. Chill jazz. Chill piano. Classic rock. Classical. Country. Disco. Drum and bass, electro swing, emu, epic, folk, funky. I wish you could drag like the icon on top of the other and you would end up with folk and funky. I mean, that's going to be like AI stations, isn't it? That's going to like if that's already a thing. You're like, I want emo, but I also want funk. I want emo funk. And you drag it on top and it's like, here's your emo funk. I'm an artist. Happy EDM. Happy holidays. Oh. Imagine you're in Target. Your eyes wide, scanning over all the... I was going to say skeleton cats, but that's Halloween, isn't it? Whatever. Chris, you could have dead cats on Christmas. There's probably plenty of dead cats on Christmas. Everything dies. Hard dance. That sounds too hard. Hip hop. Hop. You know, oh, okay. Voices. You know, hip hop with no vocals? That would almost... What the fuck is this? This is not what I was expecting. Like, if it was just pure beats, you know? This is... It's been... You know what? I'm not... Huh. This does sound like someone dragged, like hip-hop onto twang. Yeah, I don't hate this. This is sitting behind everything. Yeah. Okay. It sounds like El Huevo. Does it? Okay. I don't know. You're the Huevo expert. Okay, so there's... Oh, because I don't think I have it set up on this screen. I know that somebody just 5x gifted it Stefanos, you know, I give you a hard time all the time because of your crippling mental illness that forces you, like the cordyceps, like the ants, you know, like the fungus. You've got that cordyceps that makes you gift people subs all the time, and I'm not going to fight it anymore. You know, have at it. Have at it. It's really bugging me that the chat is only going up so high on the window there. It's really odd. I think that might be something to do with Stream Elements itself. I'd have to go into I'd have to hack the website, and then I'd have to say I'm in, and then be all, and then in my glasses that'd be like reflected all this code, and it'd look really fucking cool. And then I guess I could fix it. But I'm not going to do that right now, because I'm going to try and do a little bit of work. I am here. Let me tell you what's going on. Let me tell you what's going down. Let me tell you what's happening. Let me tell you what's going on. Let me tell you what's going down. I have to go to a convention. And one of the things that I really don't enjoy doing at a convention, you can't make the background white anymore. No, I turned it off. I at least had the foresight to turn that off, because that's not supported on this. Remember, I am not on the same setup. I'm on a different machine, all different equipment. It's all, this is never before have I done such a thing. So, is anyone here going to be at DragonCon? There's a good chance that one person might be at DragonCon. Do we have any Atlanteans? Do we have any denizens of Atlantis here? No? Near Chow's Mike. You man's... What? Oh, wow. I can't. Fighting robots there. I don't know what that means, but that sounds fun. You have no moolah. Yeah, it's a problem these days, isn't it? Money is, it's real bad these days. Which is confusing, because, like, you know, everything's great. Everything is great. Does anyone do like, I know that it's not really the place for this kind of a thing, but does anyone here care how drastically shit is declining and how quickly? Does anyone give a shit? Every day. Okay, well, that's good. Because it only gets worse if you don't care. I mean, it might get worse if you do care, but at least you know, you're not one of those people who's just sort of like, you know, you look up from your phone, you know, well, as you're driving, and you look around and everything is gone. Everything that you love is gone, and you're like, huh? Why didn't anyone care? Okay, so back to the important stuff. Also, I can't. Oh, that's what's different. I don't have any way of knowing how. There's no display here for. Give me a second. I need to add a thing here. I need to add a little widget. How did human beings get this far without widgets? I don't know. It's fucking crazy. A widgetless life is it even a life? I don't think so. The hip-hop station with no vocals is kind of doing it for me. That's what I would do if I was a trumpet. And this song was like, hey, trumpet, join in. And I'd be like, no, you guys go on ahead. That's, I'm always thinking about the next big kids show. Little Trumpet. Plugins. And then I need to be able to see a dis, because I can't currently see dis. There we go. Okay. This. Now I can see. Now I can see. Anyhow, back to the story. I'm going to a Dragon Con, a convention for dragons. Only dragons, and I'm honored to be apparently the only human being there. I think dragons are cool. I'm not a big fantasy person. I like anything that's got monsters and wizards and there's like light shooting out of people's eyes, whatever. But I'm not a big fantasy person. But like when dragons email you, you know, and they're like, hey, you want to come to our convention? I'm not going to say no. I don't want to go to Atlanta, but you know, that's where the dragons are going. But after 500 years of doing this kind of thing, although I did take a really long break, and then I don't think I've done a convention since, I don't know, last year? I don't remember when the last time was that I did one. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I don't like drawing. I love to draw. I don't like drawing for people. I don't like people coming up and being like, hey, will you? And it's really nice that they want you to. You know what I mean? I'm not complaining that people want me to. I just don't want to do it. I really don't want to do it. I don't like that people watching me. You're always like sitting real low and they're like looking at you. And there's like always bits of them kind of sloughing off of their scalp or, you know, and so you always like have to, you always bring like a little brush, to just wipe that stuff off. If it's dry, if it's not, you're just fucked. You got to start over. But, I don't like, it takes forever for one. It takes forever. I'm not a fast, drawer in front of people. I don't do it fast. So what I started to do that I actually really enjoyed, you've seen them, maybe you've seen them. I'll print out little characters without faces, and I'll draw the faces. And even that takes fucking forever because, you know, they're fairly detailed and you want to do a good job. And see, like, you want to do a good job, but you also want them to go away. So it's, it's like a balance. Do I have a panel at DragonCon? I do. I've got one. I think I've got one every day. I'm there for 3 days. I think I've got a Johnny one on Friday, moderated by Hollywood's Jason Charles Miller. And that'll be interesting. I think that's the one I'm looking forward to. That's the one that I'm looking forward to. I specifically asked Jason to be the moderator because I don't know if anyone here do we have any people here who've done panels? You know, maybe you do a comic, maybe you like work on a show, you do something and it maybe has like an audience. And you'll do conventions and they'll always assign you just some random moderator. And it's oftentimes like some kind of social media, geeky influencer kind of person. They always seem really nice, but there's always a sheen of, who are you? You know, there's always this kind, and there's this like, hey, it's the 500th anniversary of blah blah blah. How does it make you feel? And you're just like, oh, I gotta go. It's, you know, it's the attitude that I always go in with, but I'm sometimes very surprised, and knowledgeable because they actually know your stuff, and they're nice, and you know, sometimes you got like a good thing going. But I didn't want to chance it for the Johnny thing. I'm used to it for the Zim stuff. You know, where you go in and your soul is just absolutely dead inside, and you know, and you don't ever get a new kind of question. And again, it's not really a complaint. It's a weird complaint to be like, oh, why do you care? It'd be a horrible thing. Everyone's really nice and they're enthusiastic and you don't want to bring anyone down. But I like to be entertained. So the Zim wins are a lot of, you know, who would win in a fight between, you know, stuff like that. And hopefully the people that you're on the panel with, you can have fun with that sort of stuff. But the Johnny one, just, I don't know. I didn't want that. It just means more. Also, I hear voices in this goddamn hip hops, and I don't want it. Fuck. It just doesn't work. The filtering out the vocals. That doesn't filter them out. It filters out the songs with vocals. It's just supposed to be instrumental. Just give me instrumental. Where can we see your stuff? You saw a Warehouse 13 panel at Oh, you know what? I honestly don't know where my panel is. I know that my Johnny one is Friday, and then I've got a Zim one, I think Saturday. And then they've got another Zim one on Sunday. I guess for the people who want to hear more or who didn't get into the first one. I don't know what that's about. I don't want, like, put me somewhere else. Put me on a panel for like horror or something. I don't want to talk. I mean, you know, like horror and comedy. Like it's not hard. How about a panel where it's like horror and comedy? What is that like? You know, and I'm there with fellow horror comedy people and we're talking and, you know, Zim is like 5 million years old. What more can you even say? You know? You could just talk about whatever. Well, I mean, if you've ever been to one of the panels that we do, or I do, it usually is just we talk about whatever. So I'm not really complaining. We'll do whatever we want. Anyhow, I don't like drawing, so I do those little faceless printouts. I do those little faceless printouts, or just black and white line art, and then I draw faces. And I have a good time doing that. I really enjoy doing that. And normally I've been drawing them in front of the people because people like to see it happen, you know? And then I like to look up and they're just slack-jawed, drooling. They're like, how he do it? Because there wasn't a face. And then they're like, face appearing out of nothingness. How he... And I'm just like, I'm so powerful. And it's fun to drink that in, but it does take a fucking long time. So this year I'm going to try and do some... I haven't even started, so I have like today and tomorrow. I'm going to try and draw some faces and then hope that some people are merciful or in a hurry. And I'm like, check out this. You want one of these? I can draw one, but like it's just going to be one of these. Here, take one of these. Just take one. Take one of these, you know? Especially if there's like a line and then people are waiting. And I know people, they enjoy waiting, I guess, because you look up and they're like laughing. Sometimes you see them just scared looking. Some of them, they collapse. But that's what I'm going to do. Now this is a little too sassy, this music. This music is no longer really doing it for me. Heat stroke? Yes. I think the most brutal weather, the most brutal, that's my impersonation of Thanos from Dune Part 1. When he's describing the Harkonnens to little little baby guy. The worst, most horrific weather for me was in Australia. Where was I? I think I was in Melbourne. And it was nightmare shit. And it was outdoors, and somehow there was like a tarp or something. Somehow didn't stop people from wearing their goddamn animal costumes and Darth Vaders and their dark anime cloaks. It's just fucking amazing and horrifying. All right, so I got this. I don't like when they do that sound. I don't like when that guy goes, "Mrr." You know the sound I'm talking about in a lot of this shit? "Mrr." You know the one? "Mrr." It's like a little sample. "Mrr." Do you know the one I'm talking about? "Mrr." "Mrr." All right, so prepare to have your goddamn holes blown out. All right, because I'm going to switch screens here. And let's see what I'm talking about. Prepare those holes. This sounds like the Tetris Effect procedural music. Okay, hip hop station is, I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did, but I can't do it. I won't do it. You're dropping the ball, hip hop. House grooves. The icon is a martini. That's not. Hype bangers. Girl, let your body drift? Or was he saying, girl, let your body drip? I don't like... I hope it's not the last one. Because, fucking... Wear some pants. Oh, he almost said it. Is it drift? I don't know what that would mean, though. Like Tokyo drift? I want to see your skin? Girl, let your body drip? I want to see your skin? God, the shit ladies have to put up with. This is like some serial killer shit. I'm kind of getting into it now. Here it comes.
I wanna see your skin slide off of your bones. I wanna wear your skin. I want your face on my face. I wanna see your skin.
Okay, I kind of half like this. The fact that she hasn't responded once throughout all of this tells you a lot about the kind of dude this is. She's like in the Uber and he's like trying to get in with her. Maybe the song is about like someone who received a lethal dose of radiation.
Let your flesh liquefy and seep into the covers.
All right, this is hypnotic, but this is not what I need. Oh. Oh my God, it was the sound of her dripping. This is classy. I'm on board now. I'm on board. This guy knows what he wants. He doesn't want a lot. He knows what he wants. You know she died like halfway through this song, right? Like the Uber driver is terrified. He got a glimpse of what's happening in the back seat, and he's just telling himself, just drive, get to your destination, get this night over with. All right, here it comes. Get ready. Booth. Do you see what's happening now? Do you see what's happening now? Can you recognize what is happening right now? That's right. This shit right here. So these be what I'm talking about. Yeah. Do you get it? Do you understand now? I think you do. For those of you who don't, just let it sink in. Let it sink in. So that's what I'm talking about. These little guys here. These little faceless doodads. I did this one yesterday. This is okay. I gotta say, after finishing this little Pepito, that's not really the shape of his head. If you look back, he's got a much softer, rounder head and a little pig nose. This is more of like a Johnny or a Dib head. I recognize that, but I do think it looks good. So, I'm going to do whatever I want, okay? But if I were to do a little Pepito in a comic, I don't think he'd have this head shape. I just think it looks good here. Because really, it's not really him, because Pepito has a face. So this is whoever I want it to be. Do you get it? Now I hate this music. I do not like when the ladies get sassy. I don't like the sassy. I don't want it. I hate you, lady. Hold on. Oh, fuck. I do like the beep, 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 beep. Reggae? No. Reggae makes me sad. Okay, Synthowavi. Micro Synthowavi.
We've
I
come
don't-
to the place.
Why is everything vocals? Why?
With the horns and the tail and all that. But that is Satan's lie.
That is Satan's lie?
Reality of who he is.
Instrumental. I want only instrumental. Okay, maybe if I click off allow mature, maybe that's what's doing it. Because maybe mature is overriding instrumental. So it's like, oh, this song has sassiness. Okay, let's see. Let's see how this works. Wow, this song is literally called Cyberpunk. That's what you pay, that you get what you pay for on Pretzel Rocks. All right, this is okay so far. Okay, so, I draw these guys. I draw the faces on these guys. I've got this guy. I got this guy. I just like I like that they fit in these little guys. I take these to conventions and I draw on the things. I started one of these gurs here. And then I did one of these pepitos. Look at him. Isn't that fun? It's really, it is actually really fun to do these. And I explain that to people at the conventions. They're like, can I get like a gur riding a pig and maybe throw in like a vampire demon hunter? And I'm like, no, you cannot. What I'm going to do, if you still care, is I'm going to draw whatever the hell I want, and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to have fun doing it. Like, is that's like a trade-off. It's like a balance, right? You want to know that I'm enjoying myself, don't you? And usually they're either like badgered into agreeing or whatever. But I do like doing it. Although this year I'm going to try and not do the actual drawings at the convention because I'm flying. But I need new glasses and they're showing up too late. They're not going to be ready. So it'll just be miserable, I'm just like squinting and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But people will still push for it. They'll be like, please just draw me one right now. Please. And I'll just be like stuffing my Speedo with bills. And I'm just like, that Speedo ain't stuffed enough yet, buddy. All right. Synthwave is doing the job so far. I wish these looked different enough. They look identical. One of them is hard tip. Another one is soft tip. Your glasses flew out the window in a car accident. Well, Jesus Christ, that's terrifying sounding. Light, let there be light. I really should have been doing these like throughout the months leading up to the convention. David Hartman liked my comment. Listen, if you're not following David Hartman on Instagram, follow him now, all right? You like art? Do you like monsters? Do you like hideous monsters? He's amazing. David Hartman. You're probably already following him, you connoisseurs of art and horror. But in case you aren't following him, David Hartman. David Hartman. H-A-R-T. Also, everyone that's here, don't be real secret, to be real stealthy about this. But my friend took photos of some shirts that I did for the convention, and what is their Instagram name? They go by how do you pronounce that? Is that a Pikachu? Sylphax? SYLPHAEXX. She took some pictures for me. I had nothing to do with the shoot. All I recommended was that I said, please make it look like the models didn't want to wear the shirts. And so go to Instagram if you want to see the shirts. Sylphax. There you go. That link right there. Is that the link? Can you click that link and then follow her? Just because I want them to notice a sudden influx of followers. They take photos and they rescue animals. They have a separate Instagram for the animal rescue. So if you like animals with like weird bones, some of them don't even have heads. She rescues all kinds of things. Odd Paws Rescue. Odd Paws Rescue. If you're out in the Athens area and need, maybe you're like, I don't think I've got enough of a personality. You go to her when you want like a dog that's got like 3 legs or 1 leg, or a cat that its eyes are lizards. Just like all kinds of weird shit. These pens look identical. They really need to, is there any identifying feature that tells you one is the hard tip? No, this is horrible. Okay, soft tip on the left, hard tip on the right. All right, so here we got, he needs eyes. But you know what? Doesn't need eyes. He'll take whatever I give him. Maybe no eyes. No eyes, just flaps. Oh, God, that's my dream. That's my dream lady. No eyes, just flaps. If you need a cat that has no eyes, just flaps, check out Odd Paws Rescue. This microphone is like in my way and it's annoying me. All these flaps, someone like this doesn't have big expressive eyes. I think if they've got eyes, they're struggling to peer out through the flaps. Like that. Like it's an effort to even open them that much. They look fun. Has anyone watched the latest episode of Alien Earth? Are there stupid things in it? I can't wait to find out. I think Flaps carved the flaps, the word flaps directly into their own forehead. Yeah, which rockin' tune is gonna end today's episode? Yeah, Green Day. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what Flaps needs? He needs some, like, stringy, like, weird Ed Harris side hair. Yeah, that's what was missing. Some like Love Lies Bleeding, Ed Harris, stringy. Ugh, you had nearly forgotten about that garbage? What garbage? Ed Harris? Are you calling Ed Harris garbage? You better be talking about Alien Earth. Nah, I'm just kidding. If you like Alien Earth, whatever. I wish I liked it. I wish I was enjoying it. I hope it gets better, but that is an impressive start. It starts off, it says, I am this, fuck you. To me, personally, it says that. So, like, I'm like, oh, I guess it's not for me. Gotta get some real nice Ed Harris moles and age spots. I am gonna give him pupils so that it's even more upsetting. Like he's just, you see, it's more upsetting now because he's like, oh, Flaps. Like, he's ecstatic. Now, I'm not going to sign that one. I'm going to sign it if someone decides to, pick up Flaps. That way, I at least, will sign it in front of them. Even that offends me. You volunteer as Flaps? Is that like the Hunger Games when Katniss volunteers as Flaps? Do. I feel like he's already done. I like him. If you ask for gur and you get flaps instead, well, none of these are gur. Like, that is flaps and always will be flaps. Like, this isn't Peepee Toe. That's how you say his name without an accent. Peepee Toe. This is just some hideous, malformed, I don't even know what's going on with his face. He's like a pizza or something. See? And this isn't Peepee Toe either. This just happens to be... okay, put it this way. Remember how in Nightbreed, when Lori is looking for Boone down there in Midian, and she's like, there he is, because she sees someone from behind who looks just like him, and she's like, hey, you! And then he turns around, and he's a hideous goblin. And she's like, oh, sorry. I thought you was someone else. Stephanos has gifted Mysterious Clown Princess. Jeremy Tompison blasted 10 bits into my face like a joke. Like a joke. Thank you. Peepee Toe. This stuff is fun enough to listen to, but it's hard to really stand out, I never know who I'm listening to. I'm like, this is stuff. Now you want to see the adventures of Negative Spaceman. Well, he's not Negative Space. He just doesn't have a face. He just has no face. This Sure Is Sound is a great name for an album. Like a collection of this stuff. This Sure Is Sound. How come that's not making a sound? Are you hearing that? Do you hear that? This Bezos? Did you hear that? Or did you not hear it? Interesting. Emma Burb. Ooh, different setup. You're popping out of the background. Yeah, it's a very different setup. This is very limited compared to my usual setup on another planet. This is a laptop. This is some doodads. This is some widgets. I'm doing what I can, but it's, I'm definitely roughing it. This is what, this is like how the ancestors lived, Is there, hold on. I can at least figure out what's going on with the bloops. Alerts, bulerts. How do I make bulerts show all tracks? That I do not know. Why is that not showing up as an option? I don't know how to fix this. What would I do if I was me fixing this? Okay, I did something I don't know if that fixed it, but I did something. Don't say I never try, right? Don't say I never try. Brush pens. You know, for this particular, I like the right pen for the job. This particular paper, this is some paper that I got at the photo store. I walked in and I said, "Do you know who I am?" And they're like, "Nope." And I went back to my car, and when I stopped crying, I went back in, and I said, "Sorry about that. Do you have paper for printing on, matte surface coated photo paper that can be drawn on with a brush pen?" And he seemed like he'd never been asked that question before. He's like, oh, you know, that feeling never goes away. You know, that feeling when you're like a little kid and you say something and someone grown up seems impressed. Like, "Oh, you're doing something real different." I got that same feeling, even though the dude was probably like 30. Okay. And it's okay enough that I'm not super angry yet. Oh, did it die? Did it die? That was a quick disconnect. Huh. That was fast. That was very fast. Give me a second. I need to step away. And you need to just deal with it. Boop, 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 doop. That was music by my friend Ronnie Sharon. I saw his name on something recently. He did music for something. I saw some animated thing. That was music he did for a thing that he and I were doing long before you were ever born. It was about going to the lobby, but it wasn't fun. This is very happy music. It might be too happy, but whatever. I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it. I want for there to be a scene there. Do I? I do, but I do. I'm gonna do it. I want a scene there. I did it. Wait a minute. This is really familiar music. I've heard this probably on Pretzel Rocks. I got a text from a friend of mine who's asking if I had seen Alien Earth yet. He says he's watching it now. And then minutes later, he says, it hurts less because this just isn't an alien thing anymore. It's just another show with an alien cameo or something. I'd agree with that. It hurts less. It's rough. Did they pull a Halo with it? Hard to say. I know that people didn't like Halo. I didn't like it. I didn't hate it, but I wasn't invested in any way. It meant very little to me. There was one episode of that Halo show that kind of felt Halo-y. But I didn't like the Master Cheese. He was just like always taking his hat off and being sad, and it was really odd. It was an interesting choice. An interesting choice. I remember there was like a lady Spartan that sometimes the show would focus on, and I was like, oh, she's interesting. There's something here. But Master Cheese wasn't keeping that show together for me. The Shinobi looks and sound quite nice. I played the demo. I thought the demo was weirdly slow. I wasn't having fun, but I love Shinobi. You know, when the game comes out, I think I might still check it out, but I've played so many things. I've been spoiled by like amazing. There have been so many great throwback kind of retro side-scrolling action-y adventure-y kind of games. And I know they've got that new Ninja Gaiden game, Ninja Gaiden, the side-scroller, and I'm like, did anyone play? Whatever, never mind. I was going to ask, never mind. Listen to these tunes. Do 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 do. One of the cool things about doing stuff like this, especially at conventions, is sometimes you'll go past like this tipping point where you've overworked it and you're like, it's ruined. And then you sign it, you hand it to them, and they don't know. You know? You're just like, oh no. No, here you go. Do, 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 do. 1K Stephanos bits. Specifically Stephanos bits. Did it not make a bloop? Like, of all the things to not make a bloop, that's quite generous of you. I am going to spend that money on only the fanciest bottle of hot dog water. Why didn't that make a bloop? What the hell what happened? What happened to this world? It should have made a bloop, and I don't know why. It didn't do anything. Alerts says that it's on. It's queued up. Oh, it was when the stream was down. Okay, so are the bloops working then? Because that was the last thing. And oh, yeah, that was like 11 minutes ago. God, I feel like the stream went down forever ago. Clown Hobo. Clown Hobo didn't work? Wait. What? But did it like make a sound at least? What? Hold, no. That can't be. That cannot be. That will not be. I won't allow it. Hold on. I thought that I thought I had that one fixed or set up. Let me just hold on. Just calm your nubs there. Hold the hell up. Okay. All right. Give me a second here. I swear this was working. No sound? I'm testing it right now. I'm testing it. What the? What? Who? What the? Who? What? The fuck? Audio. Okay. It should be working.
Clown. Hobo.
You heard that? Did you hear that? Did you hear Clown Hobo? Did you hear Clobo? Okay. It was very quiet though. I mean, I told you, this is not the usual setup. This is,
Welcome.
I heard that. I heard the welcome. All right, I gotta fix that der chat. You didn't hear the yeah. Well, that shouldn't be. You're not gonna hear anything on this screen. So if you do anything on this screen, you're a fool. It's your own goddamn fault. Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna test that. Yeah. I hear yeah. You don't hear that? Yeah. You don't hear that. Do you hear that? I hear it. Do you hear it? I hear it. Yeah. Here, I'm doing a bunch of them just in case, in case they weren't playing before. Here, someone try and do a cackle, because that's me triggering them manually. Try doing it on your own. See if you have what it takes. Because if it doesn't work, then it's your fault. You're just too weak. You're too weak, and you need to be culled from the herd. Is it not working? I'm not hearing anything. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not... Because if you can't trigger them, then it's something to do with... Let's see here. Then it has something to do with Streamabot. Okay, well, don't try them then, because they're broken. I'm not normally going to be on this. I probably will never use this again. So it's not ideal, but also, you know, shut up. Do you know what I mean? Just, yeah. This is cyberpunk stuff? I don't like this either. I don't like anything. I don't like any of it. I told you this was not going to be... I just wanted to see if this was a viable alternative to good things. But I do have to go. You know what? I've got to watch the latest episode of Alien Earth. It's a riveting new show on FX. And if you love Ripley, you're going to love Cyborg Ninja Babies. Because they're the same thing. They have short hair. How angry would people be? Let me poll people here. This is controversial stuff, all right? So if you don't want to hear controversial things, you're in the wrong Uber. So the movie Alien sort of it threw people for a loop because it broke with convention. You know, it was a very, you know, it's basically like a monster in a haunted house kind of a movie. But the unexpected thing was that Ripley ends up being the hero of the movie. You know, spoilers, she's the last survivor. Well, her and the cat, and she defeats this hideous monster. And at the time, you know, people were like, "Oh, what? I thought that guy was going to be. I thought that guy and that guy and that guy because, you know, guys." And then Ripley, she's a lady, and she wins. So now, and ever since, you can't surprise people now. The thing that made the movie, one of the things that made the movie great was it was surprising. But you can't surprise people now. It always has to be a Ripley stand-in. It's got to be a lady with short hair, and she defeats the alien by basically acting like Ripley. Which is dumb. I think, would people be, you know, would you get the same kind of like internet rage that you get when they replaced like a guy like Doctor Who's a lady? I'm gonna kill my mother. You know, would you get the same kind of rage if like they made the next Alien main character a guy with long hair, like Fabio? Because I wouldn't. And it's not like the most imaginative thing in the world. It's like, oh, it's always a lady with short hair. And I love ladies with short hair, but also I'm like, can you, or, you know what, just stop making Alien stuff, really. Really, at this point, please just stop. I love Alien. Please stop. I'm just wondering if you would get the same, like that same kind of internet outrage. Oh no, I'm getting more texts. Okay, so he's not enjoying the show. Make the main character like a monkey, or make it the cat. Why haven't we explored the original movie through the eyes of the cat? I'm fucking surprised that that doesn't exist. You can't have any goddamn mysteries. What was Jonesy thinking? What is Jonesy eating? You know? You remember thinking Jones was controlling the xenomorph because of that one, because of that one scene where he's like in his little carry-all kind of thing, and the aliens get like right in his face, and then he leaves the cat because Jonesy's like sending cat beams at him. Dude, have you ever gotten your face that close to a cat? That cat will fuck you up. That's how terrifying. Like the fact that the xenomorph recognizes, he's like, fuck this thing. I am not even gonna bother. New Chat Pile drop. New album by Chat Pile? Is that right? Why do people have to live outside? That's a good song. I have documentation. I documented the presence of the cat that comes by every now and then and does a little dance for me for snacks. And then when the snacks are up, he claws me up. I know I'm getting wise to his shit, but he will fuck you up. He's got like the neighborhood people fooled. They're like, oh, but he's so cute. And he is cute. But he knows what he's doing. Look at him. Look at him. That's him. Look at him. This is immediately after. You can't see, but he is covered in my blood. That's what he does. He shows up. He sees that I'm there and he immediately does the flop. He flops over and he's like, I'm just a little cat. I'm just a little guy. Aren't I adorable? Aren't I an adorable little cat? I don't see you going to get me your snacks. You better get me snacks, you son of a bitch. And then he like holds up the phone and shows me like my family and my friends all tied up and he is very smart. He is very smart. We've kind of reached a kind of like an agreement, a respectful, a mutual respect for one another's treachery. Because the last two times, because he's fucking stubborn, the last two times he clawed me up, I have a tiny cat-sized knife, and I stabbed him right there, like under, like his, like in his armpit, his front right leg, stabbed him. And, you know, and the neighbors are watching me. They're like horrified. And I'm like, you don't know this cat. And you don't know what he respects. He only respects the law of the land, and the law is violence. So I stabbed him twice. Now, lets me poke him on the head when he's eating. Lets me pet him, you know? Just not a real pet, but like I bop him on the head just to let him know I can do it, and I can do worse. What is that mechanism? What is this? Oh, you're talking about... I think I know the one you're talking about. I need to find an alternative to Pretzel Rocks. If this is going to be just how it is now, I don't want to hear vocals. I don't want to hear vocals. Oh no. Okay, they're calling me now. They're calling me. They want to talk about aliens so bad. I don't even think they're done with the episode. Fuck that. See, this is why I gotta go. I have to go, and I have so much shit to do, but I have to watch the latest episode of Alien Earth just to get the pain over with, and so that he doesn't spoil that shit for me. I want to feel the grief. I want to earn it. Oh, they're on a roll. They're texting me. They know I didn't pick up the phone. They're texting me. Sad but sleepy. Why is your butt so sad? 35 months. How am I not dead yet? You are dead. New follower. VR ferret. Oh, it's like a ferret in VR. Man, I love ferrets. Ferrets are great. You ever hang out with a ferret? It's like a living water weenie. It's like a furry water weenie. I marvel at ferrets because if you watch a ferret for even just like 10 seconds, it will stumble a million times in those 10 seconds. It'll lose its keys, and you're like, how does something so goddamn clumsy exist? They're great. Monkey Brains Sync. Monkey Brains Inc. rated. Sorry, I'm on a different setup, so like I'm not getting alerts. I'm not seeing. I had to actually open up a thing on my little computer on this side here. Confused thinking thing. All right. Thank you for following. All right, I think I'm caught up. You saw a weasel today. Just a weasel? Just a weasel. Yeah, weasels are cool too. They're actually super smart. They just want attention. Yeah, they're very clever. They're great. They're great little creatures. They don't live very long though. I can't do it. I don't want a little ferret. And the moment you fall in love with it, it explodes. I don't want that. It's bad enough people, you know. It's why you don't get close to people. Physically close either. They explode. All right. I am going to start shutting this down. Told you it wasn't going to be, I mean, it was barely any drawing. I just wanted to make sure that things were working. Who's out there right now? We have that guy and that person and then that person. Okay. Maybe no one today. Maybe I just go. Princess Jitter Glitterbug with the bits. Last second. You know what? That's very selfless of you because you know that there aren't any alerts. You know there's no alerts. You did it and you didn't do it for the glory. You know, let that be an example. Let that be an example to all the other people out there who just, you know, you can't do anything without recording it, uploading it to your bleep bloop. Look at me doing a thing. Oh, look at me. I'm giving money to a homeless person. Aren't I great? No. Yeah, you're everything that's wrong with the world. And I know that people are going to be like, well, you didn't give the homeless person money. I would have. I didn't, you know. I'm not going to record it. I mean, I will, you know, make them sign a waiver for like medical science experiments and stuff. But, you know, I'm not going to. I will film it, but it's not for public consumption. All right. It's over. I'm going to go. Please enjoy doing whatever it is that you're going to do. And I'm going to. Please enjoy doing all the things that you're going to do. I will at some point perfect this setup for actual physical drawing. It's something that I've wanted to do since I was a child. Mods, thank you for modding. Mods, thank you for modding. It's real nice of you. Everyone, thank your mods. Thank your mods. Regurgitate all that you have ingested into their open, shrieking mouths, and give back. Why don't you give back? Everyone watch Amelie Alien Earth on... Oh yeah, okay, I get it. So she is kind of Amelie, which is funny because, we did have an Amelie Alien in Alien Resurrection by the same director, which you knew that. Yeah, she's very cute. I don't care though. Go just give me grown-up people acting like people, not doing weird, pretentious speeches for no motivated reason that I could see. Just give me cool shit. What? No, whatever. I'm not complaining. Dead inside. Just be dead inside. Nothing will make you sad. Pressing the button. Gotta go. Goodbye. Forever. Goodbye. Goodbye. Forever. Goodbye. Forever. Goodbye. 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 Forever. Goodbye.
Hobo. Clown. Hobo.